Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith for the PlayStation 2. This is one of the 6 Star Wars themed games that I own. I'd like to one day own all the Star Wars titles available for the PS2, and yes, that does include Super Bombard Racing. But until then, let's start with Revenge of the Sith. Star Wars Episode 3 for the PlayStation 2 is based on the 2005 movie Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the blah 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 blah. I'm the Top Blokey, and welcome to the video. Movie tie-in games aren't all too common these days, outside of mobile games and whatever the flippin' heck this is. This one, however, is a certified banger. As previously mentioned, this is based on the movie, and just like all good movie tie-in games, includes actual clips from the movie alongside in-engine cutscenes, which means we get beautiful moments like this, and not so beautiful moments like this. It's not all bad though. Some of these cutscenes are actually really dynamic, and sometimes I'm sat there thinking, these should be in the movie. Just look at this. Without jumping too far ahead though, let's start at the beginning of this perfect story.
Don't do that again.
Well, no wait, that's too far back.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Oh no, that's too far the other way. Now this is a menu. I disappoint myself sometimes with how lame I sound, but I can't help it. This menu takes me back to my childhood. I mean, look at it. Cool clips in the background, this eerie music playing with that signature whoomp sound as we navigate through. Multiplayer mode? We'll get there soon enough. Mission 1. Definitely one of the best opening scenes in cinema history, and it doesn't disappoint in the game either. Drops you straight into the action, learn on the job. Combat, movement, using the Force.
No. Wait. Wait.
The thing with this game and other movie tie-in games is that they're made alongside the development of the movies they're based on. So levels like this aren't just generic sewer levels in space, but are actually based on scenes that were left out of the final cut of the film. I personally think that this was the best choice, as our hero Obi-Wan doesn't look too bright in this scene.
I sense danger.
Oh really? You sense danger. Could it be the army of battle droids shooting at us? Maybe. I don't know, something about this looks kind of familiar. Hey look, a cutscene from the movie. For real though, these cutscenes are a great way to experience parts of the movie. This would have released far before the DVD, so it's kind of neat to have parts of the film available to watch. I say this in the present tense like the internet doesn't exist and movie clips aren't easily available on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, Vimeo. Speaking of movie clips...
Johnson, you alright?
Caramels.
This time we'll do it together. I was about to say that.
Lollipops.
This fight isn't exactly as I remember it. Although everyone does know this bit, meme incoming. Wait, he didn't say?
Where is it?
Ah, Kung Fu Panda. Now that's another solid movie tie-in game with an underrated multiplayer mode. But that's for another time.
You are strong and wise.
Oh, this scene is so sad. This movie is so sad. The whole prequel trilogy is such a tragedy because we all know what it's leading to, but we just don't want it to happen. Fortunately for us, we still have a whole game to get through. Here's some food for thought. How come there are so many Star Wars parody songs out there, but only one song about the boys being back in town? General Grievous was so wasted in live action. Clone Wars and The Clone Wars, don't get them mixed up, made him look so gangster, but in the movie he just twirls his lightsaber around and then gets shot. But hey ho, the boss fight in the game was still pretty good. Enough of these two though. Let's see what everyone's favourite child murdering hunk is up to.
Daddy, yes!
You'll notice we've skipped over all the moping around Anakin did and have gone straight to the Chancellor's chambers. I think they could have made it work though. Turn his crying into a classic early noughties rhythm section. But no, we're straight here. This boss fight was easily one of my favourites in the game. It was challenging, but not irritating. The added back and forth between Mace and Anakin, just cementing the fact that Mace hated this kid from day one. This game is able to take already great scenes from the movie and amp them up to 11 for the sake of gameplay, taking the fight to multiple rooms, extending it out to keep building that tension. This is what movie tie-ins should do. Heck, I even think the Star Wars films could learn a lot from the action portrayed in this game. With Windu's defeat, Anakin is no more. You can tell he's evil now because he had his hood up. Wow. Storytelling. Order 66. Here we are.
The clones are everywhere.
See, this is what I mean when I say the film should be taking inspiration from the games. So many great moments showing how much power Anakin has gained through his use of the dark side, showing his brutality and his wrath, but instead Disney gives us this. Which is, like, fine, I guess. But come on, the only reason people say Star Wars is bad now is because it could be so much better. It's the lost potential that winds people up. That, and of course all these blinking cuckwokes. Women. Swear down, the worst thing about Star Wars is the fans that cry woke at everything they don't like. Jeez, am I going off track again? Yes. Yes, I am. Anyway, look at this guy. Oh, here we go. This guy looks tough.
On your right. You brought this on yourself.
Really thought that guy was going to be a boss. Guess he's just not as boss as me, though.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
You shouldn't have come.
Ah, Sarah. How could we forget that classic character?
A few moments later.
Oh, of course, Sin. How could we all forget that classic character? I think Sin Dralig is actually a background character in the movies named after one of the stunt actors. I say think, like I didn't Google it while I was writing this. Enough of the murder though. Let's see what Obi-Wan is up to. Wrong one. Okay, turn around. Turn around. Just turn around. Oh my god, just turn around so you can stop getting demolished. Oh, this is too tragic. Anakin has to be having better luck. Oh yeah, here we go. Mustafar. The moment we've all been waiting for. Little facts for you. This is the longest sword fight in cinema history. And honestly, if it was longer, I wouldn't mind.
That's what she said.
Everything about it, from the choreography to the music, is just perfect. It's such a shame I ruined it by being so terrible at the game.
You turned Padme against me.
Padme hasn't been in this game at all.
It's over, Anakin.
There you are, everybody. Said the thing about the high ground. Yay. Now, what this game treats us to is a dual narrative. So we follow both Anakin and Obi-Wan throughout the events of the film. This last level is that concept at its best. You have to do the fight again, but as Anakin. This time though, Anakin wins, and an alternate ending plays out where Anakin kills Obi-Wan and then betrays the Emperor. I mean, what a cool concept though. Disney did do a what if series with Marvel. Maybe they'll do one with Star Wars, like, what if Anakin won that fight? What if Anakin never even left Tatooine? What if Disney made good Star Wars films? I'm joking. So that's the single player story mode done and dusted, but this game offers so much more. Personally, I think I've clocked more hours into the versus mode than any other part of the game. Essentially, what the multiplayer mode does is uses the mechanics from the boss fights in the main game and lets you and another player duel it out with some of the best Star Wars characters in the franchise and these two. I mean, just look at the combinations. Old Ben versus Vader. You can get all deep by putting light side Anakin against dark side Anakin. Or Dooku teaching Grievous the Jedi arts. All these characters have alternate skins for player 2 if you pick the same character, and Red Saber Grievous goes hard. Vader with a blue lightsaber reminds me of that scene from Clone Wars Season 7, as well as the original concept art. Along with the characters, we get stages based on all the levels in the game in addition to a Death Star level. It made me think how cool it would be to have had games in this style for each of the movies, because the Phantom Menace game is dated, the Clone Wars game is janky, and the original trilogy games are, well, proper old, innit? To finish off, I'd like to touch on some of the bonus missions. Yoda, Grievous Guards, and those two are all playable in these extra bite-sized missions. I just wish Yoda made it into the duelist roster, although a small hitbox would be too abusable. Some of these bonus missions even had multiplayer options as well, so when you're done mauling each other, pun totally intended, you can learn to get along and fight side by side. In summary, this game slaps. The Star Wars franchise has always been up and down, and I'm glad to see the prequels finally getting the love they deserve, and I hope this game can be thrown in with that too. It's definitely one of my favourites on the PS2. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane in a galaxy far, far away, please do like the video and comment below any other Star Wars games that might be worth looking at, and maybe they'll get a spot in my collection. In the meantime, stay groovy.